This time on Quest for the Open, I run up some stairs, eat a sandwich, and take on US Open qualifying.
It was horrendous. I don't think I've ever struck the ball quite that bad. I didn't have a clue where that ball was going. I think that might be the least fun I've had on a golf course.
Yeah.
We've got through. We've managed to get through regional qualifying. This has been, oh man, it's been hard. I've always known that I'm good enough to get through regionals. I've always known that. If I play well, I'll be fine.
This is Philadelphia, home of Rocky, the Eagles, the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
People don't talk that way anymore.
And the site of my next great triumph. There's 20 miles from here at Medford Village. I'm about to take on US Open qualifying. So here we are down at Medford Village Country Club for the practice round, and it looks like such a tight course. So we're going to be using ShotScope to really plan our way around here to see the best angles, to just try and get an understanding of how we're going to tackle this for the US Open. On paper, I'm not sure if it completely suits my game, but that would be me thinking in a negative mindset. And we don't do that anymore because I am positive. Right, we just had a very quick intermission there. We've just been chatting to the general manager about the history of this place. Opened in 1964, and it's known as the Monster of Medford. The guy who built it offered £1,000 of his own money, $1,000 of his own money back then, to anyone who could break par, and nobody broke it off the original course and the original tees. So we are playing our US Open qualifying around one of the hardest courses in the world where no professional player has ever broken par. And it's cold. The organisers have marked out a few things, so when you see a white stripe like this on the tee, this is where it's going to be for the US Open, so we're probably going to be playing just forward of that all the time, so it's about 10 yards of difference, and I think there's a purple dot on each green. We're not going to talk through the full round today, but we're going to go through certain scenarios where hopefully my plan has worked out. I know from the plan, and I know from what the guys have said here, there's quite a few of the greens. Try not to miss either side. If you're going to miss short or long. And because it's going to be wet, it's actually smashing it down later on today, which is going to soften the course up. But on the actual qualifying day, it's meant to be really nice and warm. So condition-wise is going to be fairly different. So I'm not going to be clubbing myself too much from today. It's mostly just about understanding the course, seeing where everything's at. I'm just trying to get my head around how I'm going to play. All these clubs in my bag. Okay, let's see how we get on. We've got these little ghost holes, for use only. Now, the holes of the US Open have been marked out with a purple spot. So, what I'm going to do it depends how in-depth that you really want to go with your practice round, but I mean, that is literally bang centre in the middle of the green. All the greens are shaped like potato chips. It's more understanding where an uphill putt is from, so just slightly short of this pin is going to be the uphill putt. I don't want to like get into too much detail as far as like trying to figure out how much break is left and right, and that'll have done it. There's going to be a lot of information going in my brain today to link up with all the shot scope stuff. So I just want to say a massive thank you to ShotScope for partnering with the channel over a number of years now. You know, they've supported me and what we've done on the Quest for the Open series to help me better understand my game and also track distances when on the golf course. If you do want more info on ShotScope and the products that they make, which are of absolutely fantastic quality and usually a lot cheaper than the competition, get down into the description below and check them out. Now, when I'm planning out competition rounds, especially at courses that I've not been before, I use my strategy, which is on the ShotScope website, on the dashboard, and I can go onto a tee like this on the third, drag where the tee marker is back and forwards. I think on this one, I am looking in hope for that white line, guys, and I am seeing right there. But you can see here when I was doing my strategy, when I was making my notes, this hole goes all the way down up to the right-hand side. The green is almost by the second tee, so it's a big dogleg around to the right-hand side. But what it shows is to get access to this green in two, I've got to be hitting the fairway, but I've got to be hitting the left-hand side of the fairway as well. So running it up that left side is the absolute key. What the practice round really allows me to do is have a look down at the left-hand side of that hole and say, well, I don't want to be running through into them trees because they look numerous. So what I'm going to do, because the wind's off the left-hand side, I'm just going to tee down my driver. I'm just going to hit a cut back into it because I should still have the distance to be able to get there in two, even if this is going out there about 270. I could try and hit my 3-wood as well, but teeing down a driver, I should just be able to get a touch more spin so I can hold it a little bit. That one. Do that one. Well, that was an absolutely unbelievable strike, my God. A little bit low on the face as I wanted, just to get a touch more spin. Maybe an all professional. There's no escaping the woodlands of Medford, is there? This is a tricky one. It's dogleg around the corner. It's only a short one, but I've got options. So I'll pull up my strategy here, we'll have a look, because on paper, I was thinking a hybrid, just down the middle. That should give me enough distance to get a good angle into the pin and the green's tucked off to the right side. But the trees down the right, they just pinch in a little bit more than I thought. So I'm thinking, if I hit a 3-wood and just hold it up, that should cut a little bit of distance off, but also pump me up far enough that if I miss to the right, it should still allow me to have a go at the green. Sounds like a good plan. Like if I was feeling particularly enthusiastic, I could just try and wang a driver over those trees, but like they are thick. If you get stuck in the middle of them, there's not a lot of hope. Just there. Yeah, so I think I might have a 3-wood. I brought a lot of clubs with me for this course because at the top end of my bag I have an option of a driving iron, a hybrid, 3-wood mini driver. And I think the makeup's going to be driver 3-wood hybrid. Don't really need driving iron, and hybrid gives me a bit more option off the fairway. I'm vibing with this course. I was a bit concerned to begin with when we were looking at it, but now, feeling good. Okay, right, final hole of the practice round. It is really cold. It's about 5 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit, and tomorrow it's going to be about 15 more degrees in Celsius. The only thing we need really after this is something to prepare us for the round, something warm, nourishing, full of protein, the right amount of carbs, and just those nice digestible fats.
This was a much better start than they had in game 4.
Oh, sorry. That was a bold move too.
Successfully.
Cameras will rise and shine. It's a beautiful New Jersey day out there today, so get out and enjoy the sunshine. You know what? Why not head down to Medford Village Country Club this morning, where the news is that Englishman Peter Finch will be trying his hand at U.S. Open qualifying. Best of luck out there, Peter.
How am I feeling? Interesting question. At the moment I feel absolutely fine. Don't really feel nervous, feel pretty ready to go. I had overall it was a really good practice yesterday, so every part of my game feels alright. Well, I don't think I'm excelling at anything currently, but I think I'm in a decent enough position that I can get a score in. Obviously just got to keep my mentals in check, but no, I feel decent actually. US Open qualifying follows the same structure as Open qualifying, where you have an 18-hole regional, which is what we're doing today, at Medford Village, and then you have a final qualifying, and that's at different locations around the States. There's also one in the UK as well. I think there's 120 people playing today, and I think 6 of us will get through to final qualifying. And then at final qualifying again, there's about 120 people playing. I think there's even less spots available there, maybe 3 to get through to the US Open at Shinnecock. So from the thousands of golfers who are entering US Open qualifying, there's only about 15 actually get through to the big stage of all. You never know. I'm going to head over to the course now. We're going to be meeting Jackson, who is a junior golfer at the golf club. He was out there scouting the course last night as well. Fingers crossed. And it's a beautiful day today as well. It looks absolutely amazing out there. Alright, shall we get going?
Right, we are here, back again, and what a difference. I think it's due to get up to about 20 degrees today, and I don't know what the greens are going to be like, because it did dump it down. I wonder how well they drain and how quickly they can get them to dry out. Feels a little bit more real now, I don't know why. It'll be such a nice day. I hope. Good to go. Jackson on the bag. He's absolutely dialed in. Just the absolute picture of focus and determination.
Yeah.
Let's have a good day. Let's play well.
Welcome to the USGA qualifier at Medford Village. This is the 10:32 time. Next up, Peter Finch from England.
Cheers, buddy. Just ran through, I think.
You good?
All right. Decent strike. Hopefully it's not at the base of that tree.
No.
All right. Not great, but could have been worse.
Yeah.
Just remember no slope.
Yeah.
You guys know that one.
No slip.
Got 150 middle here.
Yeah. 150 middle. Take 125 to the trap. Cover the trap 125.
I mean, full on pitching wedge should be enough to
Yeah.
get over this tree. Sit.
Go. Let's go with.
Well, if it's not plugged, it's okay. Fancy that root just in front of me there.
Yeah.
Still pretty firm.
Yeah.
60 please.
Spin. That's good. It's not bad.
Too bad. Just bad. All right. Yeah, it was just a little bit too firm. Don't really need to take the corn on too much, but
No. The pins, where's the pins?
it's
Front
going
left.
Yeah, middle front left. I think.
Yeah.
Gonna hit a hybrid relatively hard.
Mhm.
Because I think even if I push that, I shouldn't reach that right-hand bunker.
No.
Yeah. Just into the semi, I think. Yeah, so he's 180, where he's just
Yeah.
just marked. So 180, you want to be
Little wind.
a little wind behind and chance of a jumper.
Yeah. Sitting up.
Again, don't want to be long. I'll take just at the
No.
front of the green, really.
Mhm.
Normally that's it's probably going to be a 7-iron, but kind of just trying to play the jumper a little bit. Trying to hit an 8.
If it's short, it's fine.
Yeah, short's fine. Yeah. Pretty good. Just
Yeah.
a
It's pretty good.
tiny bit after. Took round. Just got it feeding just a little bit to the left of the
Yeah, it's gonna feed in the left. I get more at the end. It's gonna break a lot
Yeah,
more.
right as it dies.
Yeah.
Just gonna get that pace. Just want it dripping in, really.
Yeah. Oh.
Right at the end. Right at the end. Almost, but
It's a good par.
yeah, it's a good putt, just
It's close.
close.
And just snapped it.
Yeah, so that light, the first light coloured tree to the left of that water station,
Yeah.
that's 305. Yeah, so where he is in the fairway, that's
270.
yeah, 280.
Yeah.
So between, basically at him,
Mhm.
and then if it goes a little bit left, then
If it's left, it's fine.
yeah. Well, just necked it.
I saw it bounce.
Yeah, I mean, well, it'll be fine, but if I ever go through there, then I'm hitting like a
Gotta hit it really high.
hybrid with a slice, which you know, I could get it through, but if I go up there, I'm probably gonna have a better line in, but also
You need to stay left of that because there's a tree that sticks out in front of everything.
left of.
Left of, like, to the green, there's a tree guarding us out. You got to be kind of left of the fairway, kind of left side fairway,
Okay.
kind of where those people are.
Yeah. I kind of think that might be an just through that gap there. Might be an easier shot than just trying to keep it underneath those.
Do this.
Just there. Basically through that bit there.
I like that.
I get basically a 6 iron going through that gap. Just up to there. That won't run out of fairway, will it? So
Yeah. It's perfect. Shot.
just,
Great shot.
yeah. Just it was easier to do that than
Goes, yeah.
Yeah, because you have to land it almost in the rough and hope it just kind of kicks through. How far we got distance wise?
How far? It is 50.
50.
Sit.
Yes. Just clipped it, but it's a good strike, just
Yeah.
too far. Quick. Leave it below the hole. Feels like we spoke about it.
But
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you, sir.
200.
200. I mean, the wind realistically should be here. Just feels a little bit here.
Yeah.
190's got 6 iron. So that's front to the green number. Just one of them like, against the wind, just cut it a touch.
Yeah. Go. Yep.
Yes. Thank you.
Right. Shot.
First one we've left below the hole, mate. Well done. Point to Gryffindor. God, slow. Slow up there. So you join me on the 5th tee, which is a par 5, little dogleg around the corner. And to my eye, the way I've been striking it recently with my driver, it just looked absolutely amazing. So the key here is to set it off down the middle of the fairway and just let it cut a little bit. There's a bit more room to the right than it actually looks off the tee. I thought, and my caddy, and pretty much everyone else there thought that was a really good tee shot. It's pretty much bang on where I want it to be. Apart from when I got to the ball and it was 20 yards into the trees. Didn't really make a lot of sense. It must have hit something, maybe caught an overhanging branch and bounced in. But my only option was to chip out sideways on this par 5. And the par 5s around here at Medford Village, they're tight, they're tricky just like every other hole, but you know, they are gettable, and not taking advantage of the par 5s, you know, can be a bit of a killer to the scorecard. I only had a 9 iron into the green downwind, a little bit chunky. Like throughout this round, my iron striking was just that tiny bit off, that tiny bit heavy. But this was great. So my short game and my chipping have been pretty crap recently. Just not up to the standard that I would want. And because of that, my scores have suffered. So that was a really good chip after putting some practice in the previous days. This putt was like 2.5, 3 foot, and I had to aim about 2 cups outside the right-hand side, if not more. Honestly, when you're on the side of these greens and you're putting across the slope, it is absolutely diabolical, and you've got to get your pace absolutely bang on. Just an 8-iron into the next, to par 3, and again, it's a pretty poor strike, just a little bit chunky. I'm looking down at the ground there like it did me a disservice. I just hit it too early. And golf is the kind of game that when you are struggling with something in your technique, it just gives you it again and again and again. And as mentioned with chipping, it has been an issue. Mostly I've been hitting little duffs. And the ground here, after the rain that we had, was a little bit soft. So, yet again, have a chip. But I have been putting the practice in, as mentioned, over the past few days. And this one was great. A little bit on the back foot, club outside my hands, and just like a little release as I come through to really get that spin up the slope and to leave myself just below the hole. Again, just that 3 foot distance, but my putting today felt really good, really solid. And I was happy overall with how I'm performing on the greens. 7th hole was a little dogleg around the corner. This 3-wood was enough to clear that if I did push it a little bit, but I struck it absolutely amazingly. My 3-wood today was actually really good. It was the big positive to take from the round, and it just left me a little wedge into this green. Now the pin is on the front section, and the entire green slopes from back to front, and there's a little ridge just to the left-hand side. Now, if you hit it up there with a bit of spin, it's going to come all the way back down to the flag and nestle up really close. Apart from when it doesn't, apart from when it stays on top of the hill, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and leaves me a 25-foot putt down the side of the Eiger, which is a mountain made of ice. But anyway, I was feeling pretty good on the greens. You can see how this putt snakes towards the hole, and boy oh boy, did I hit a good one. I'm aiming this 10 yards outside the right of the pin. It comes back. It is going towards the hole, down this green, and it has stopped short. Somehow. I would like, if at all possible, to resurrect Newton and try and understand how the laws of gravity were denied to me on that putt. It is another par though. Feeling relatively comfortable with my game at the moment. I'm not striking my irons well, but I'm handling the pressure quite nicely, and I would say that my attitude throughout this round, I'm staying pretty positive. I know I might not be outwardly all smiling, but I'm letting the negative stuff go and just trying to play the next shot. This was a really good hybrid down this hole, but I hit it absolutely miles, slightly downwind, hit the edge of the fairway, bounded through into the rough, and it left me 116 yards. It's just a full sand wedge. I've just tried. Now, just have a look at where this tracer sits in its flight. Now, you might think I'm in danger. I've just thinned the absolute pants off a 54 degree. There is no chance that this wedge is not going to go 225 yards through the back. This is where my good friend Mother Nature comes in. She reaches down with a leafy branch, takes 50 yards off the shot and deflects it down onto the green. All my luck from this round was used up right then. On another day, I'm never going to get that up and down from over the back of this green. It's an absolute hellscape. So, I can't complain. I might have had a bit of dodgy luck so far this round, but that, absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to pause for a second here. That thing in the background, by the way, Kieran's on the camera here, Sam's sat over there. Did you notice the noise that it was making?
No, massively.
The fan behind the green on the 8th.
Oh, the squeak.
Yeah. It was a squeak. Let's how can I phrase this? It was the squeak reminiscent of rusty bed springs. And as I was getting over this putt, the wind picked up and the rusty squeak of the bed springs started to get faster. Which is an interesting image to have. when you've got this putt straight down the slope. Anyway, so I've hit this putt. It's very slick from left to right. I just put a little bit too much pace on it. You can see how it's missed on the high side of the hole and double passed. Again, left me that kind of 4 to 5 foot distance. These putts all day for me felt really good, really solid, and it meant that I felt comfortable even if I was to rush past the hole a little bit. Focus needle now. Yeah, the quicker. It's just more like if you're on, obviously if you're downhill, it's tough, but if you're just on the side, like that's obviously put that past the hole, but it still left me like a cup and a half outside on a 4 foot putt.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot, really. Yeah. It's 270 to clear that cross bunker, isn't it? 280.
280. But I mean, this is it's probably like 275.
Yeah. So it's just at that with the driver.
Yeah.
Let's get it carried. Carry hard. Not sure. It's a bit too much cut again, mate. Didn't hear anything, but
No.
would have been a big drive to get through all of
I
that.
think I saw it. It was kind of coming at that like tree down the path. 111.
111, 95 front. I mean, it's just gonna have to be a long chip and run, isn't it? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fairway's pretty firm, so
And
it should scamper a bit.
the slope on the left side will move it right.
Yeah. Just kind of keep it in between the pin and the edge of the green.
Mm-hmm. Go. Go.
Go on. Yeah.
It's good.
Thank you. Am I being a bit greedy to hope that would have ran on a little bit more than that?
It's gonna work. Break. But
Yes. Almost. Getting closer.
That was really
That was a
close.
good putt. Alright, one over. Come on. That OB runs so close to the green up the left-hand side.
mm-hmm.
And if the wind is where I think it should be here.
Yeah, coming to the right.
So I know it's a little bit down now, but it should be this way. And then if it is that way, even if we hit a really good drive over the corner, over the bunker, it's still going to be leaving us, about 270 in.
Yeah.
Like with the...
Over that bunker, like 280. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like just...
Kind of like right at the cart.
Yeah, right at the cart. And what was the run out on there, sorry?
274.
274 there. Yeah, so just that hybrid, straight at there. Probably going to be hybrid. Just a wedge, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Feeling okay, I've just not given myself that many really good chances of birdie. I'm trying to leave myself below the hole, I've just not been able to do it. That putt there was the first one where I felt I could have a bit more of a go. That and the par 3. I feel I'm almost there, just got to stay patient, trust the process, keep it going.
Great shot.
Yes. Right, that true? We've got it as like 260 to that big cross bunker?
Yeah. I got 270 to clear it, but
Oh yeah, no, we're going
No.
go short of that. Just gonna
I got 220 to.
just gonna like a 5 iron really. Just bump it down into the middle.
Yeah.
So what we got in 319, so 5 iron. Yeah, that's gonna leave me hopefully about 100. Oh, come on, wind.
You're right.
Cheers, man. Missing the fairway with a layup. Yeah, I'm just not judging this wind.
The green, it funnels to the middle.
So just a little bit left, it'll come to the right.
Yeah.
Nice 6. So we still want to be leaving the short. Wind straight behind. How's that lie? Bit fluffy.
Yeah. Go.
We're not far away on so many of these shots. That hits the green, that is bounding up.
Yeah.
Literally another 2 yards and
1 yard, that's all we do. Putt, chip, or?
I think putt, I think. Just moving left to right on the side.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah, getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer, mate.
It's getting closer.
Stay patient. Just got to stay patient. All in hybrid, or it's a kind of like a cutty, slicey 3-wood. It's definitely into.
This one's definitely into.
Into off the right should be. So I feel like a little cutty 3, or I try and draw in a hybrid. How far to cover that bunker, front bunker?
220.
Yeah, it's just right in between.
Yeah, and that it feeds to the middle again.
I think where that pin is, I think if I want to miss left.
No, because left there's a ridge down there, and left the whole right side's just slanted towards us. There's a lot of wind.
Slice of 3.
Yeah.
What? Struck it pretty well, just kind of held with the wind a bit
Yeah.
too much. All right, green to work with.
Plenty of green. Slow down.
Just not high enough. Just got to came up a little bit right. Cheers.
But
Thank you.
it's a good putt.
Cheers. To be fair, today that's a
It's a great putt.
birdie. Kind of a 2.5 today. Isn't it? Like a heart, like a 3-wood, just a strong, solid one.
Yeah.
Kind of leaves us short of it.
Mhm.
Gives us a little bit more of an option. Because that pin's right at the front, isn't it?
It's like right. It's kind of middle.
Yeah. There's not much,
Middle front.
not much need to be
Yeah.
too far down.
Mhm.
Go on, wind.
Keep drawing.
Kind of got up into the wind a touch. That. Maybe a bit further back than I wanted. It's all right. It's on the
Yeah.
fairway.
I got 140 to carry the bunker, but the front edge is a little further than that.
The wind is definitely going to be here, isn't it? No matter what we're feeling here.
Yeah. Come down.
Just putting myself in some really tough spots as far as holding birdie puts. I had that exactly how I wanted to. It just kind of went through the wind a touch. It's okay. Just that.
Braking left the entire way.
Yeah, it's just downhill, slightly right to left.
Settle.
Wowzers. That went left. That went left. Oh, damn. And yours just literally stays straight through it then. Come on. It's a hybrid during the practice, but I guess there's 3 wood today.
Just down again.
Should be kind of into off the right.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you. It's 130 flag. Okay. Set. Ah, man, it's very, very average. Just didn't get that draw. Pretty much uphill all the way again.
Yeah, I left the entire way. Break.
Stay patient. Yes. Thank you.
But
Trusted it, trusted it, trusted it, trusted it. Sorry, Jackson, I lost patience with that first putt then.
it's all good.
Not the greens to be ramming things on. Right, come on, par 5. Just slight cut there, mate. Get lucky. Get lucky. That fade on luck today. 230.
Through that gap or
Yeah,
high again?
I mean it's 224 front I've got from here. Pin is here.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't, even if they're hybrid, I'm not going to be able to get it up quick enough to clear over those trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, just out there.
Yeah. Like right at that kind of pine tree thing.
Yeah.
Just through.
That's good. Just
It's gonna work.
it's
good.
popped up a little bit, but it's fine.
We have a shot.
Yeah, go shot. Now you'd imagine if it's into wind, it's going to spin a bit. This one, isn't it? It's just literally died.
The wind disappeared as soon as you started hitting.
Literally died. Oh, okay, come on. Stay. So frustrating. Just try and land it soft, I guess.
Might have to land this kind of just off the fringe.
Yeah.
Do you feel it going left at all at the start?
Yeah, I mean we've just got it just left of the hole, but almost on the fringe really. Chances are it's going to be running past, so I'll just keep an eye on it. There's no chance. Right, that is a double bogey walking off the screen. I mean, to get into the top 6, you've got to be 4 under at least. And yeah, it's just put. What am I doing here?
Pete?
It's just absolute garbage.
What you alright?
What are you doing?
Pete, what are you doing? What? Pete! What? Hey!
So it was a good tee shot here off the 15th. A little pull, but overall, again, with a 3-wood, just a solid strike.
Sure.
I think with my 3-wood, obviously I've been switching in between a few clubs. That's probably going to stay, certainly for the medium term to the long term. 94 yards here, just a lob wedge, slightly downwind. And this was realistically one of the first times I put myself in a position to have a really good birdie chance, and it was that distance which I've been solid at all day, just rolled it in for a birdie. Having a double bogey, always horrendous. Backing up with the birdie, it did help my mood, and I was still trying to stay positive. You know, negative Pete from a few years ago isn't gone, but certainly on the course I'm kind of able to manage it a little bit better. Slight pull here with my 6-iron. I did find the green, but again, just because of the slopes around this golf course, it dribbled off towards the front, and it gave me a long putt for a birdie. On another day, you know what, this score might have been a lot better, because over this distance, I actually hit a lot of really good putts that just went past the edge or shaved the edge. But realistically, even if some of those have dropped, with the luck that I have, you know, I'd be around a level par probably at best, just because of the way I was hitting it off the tee, and I wasn't able to get my approaches close. But we'll have a look at the ShotScope stats to see what they show. Now, 17th hole here, a driver, and my swing, not terrible, but for whatever reason, I was hitting the heel so much with my driver today. If I hit a bad shot on my driver, I'm normally striking the toe. So for whatever reason, that heel strike, yeah, it's not really ideal. This went all the way over onto an adjoining fairway. It's way over those guys' heads, so no need to worry about me hitting it near them. I hit it so far onto the other fairway, I had to, well, shape a shot. The pin is down to the left. I've got my 9-9 here. I've just hooded the face and drew it around. And this was actually my best strike with an iron all day. Maybe that's something to work on. Maybe I should just aim right of every green, hit a little pull draw onto it. Gave myself a chance of a birdie and came up with what I would say is my worst putt of the day. It was really weird and tentative. It was just a bit pathetic, really. I mean, it was I would say that it was a 17th hole 3 over par putt when I've got no chance of actually making it into the top 6. That's what that putt was. So only 1 hole to go, 1 more chance to try and get my driver sorted, and did actually pull out my best strike of the day. It's 300 yards to carry the bunker on the right, which is just guarding the dog leg. Struck this one really well. A little bit of an overcut again, but the actual strike and the carry was absolutely fantastic, and I flew it over all the danger and left myself in with just a wedge. So one last walk up the 18th with Jackson. He was great all day. Didn't put a foot wrong. I was very, very happy to have him on the bag. And I just wanted to try and give him and everyone who came out to support, and I just want to say thank you so much to everyone from the area who did come out and watch. I just wanted to give 1 more birdie.
1 more putt above the hill, why not? It's been really hard to leave them below the hole today. So many front pins. See what other guys say when they're in, but yeah, people who managed to hold a few 20 footers down the slope today are going to be in a very good position.
So 15 foot downhill, really good chance at making a birdie, and I just tried to force it a little bit. Lipped out, power lipped out, and left myself 4.5 feet yet again for a par. I didn't want to end on a bad note though, so really focused, really locked in, and hit a fantastic par save up the hill.
Oh, thanks for that, buddy.
Of course.
Well done.
Good playing with you.
Well done. Cheers, man. Hey.
The pleasure.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
Very nice meeting you.
All right. Oh, 3 over. 3 over. I mean, let's have a look at how everyone else has got on. It'll be interesting to see. Just to give myself enough chance of realistic birdie putts today. I putted okay, but they're all from mostly from 20 to 30 feet away. Oh, bitter. Disappointing. Bit disappointing. Right, we'll do this card. We'll do the stats and we'll see where we're at.
All right, let's have a look at some of the stats from that round using Shot Scope. 14 pars in total, which is a lot. That is a lot of pars during a round. The problem was there was only 1 birdie and then 2 bogeys, and of course that double. The par 5s for me were probably the biggest killer. You know, birdieing those holes really does give momentum, and I just wasn't able to do that. Approach play here, I lost 1.81 strokes on approaches. Now, my iron play and my wedge play, I wouldn't ever say that it's been my strength. However, last year I made some really big improvements on that, and it's just not been here so far this year. I've just not been striking it well enough. Need to get a little bit more practice in that, need to get out, need to play more, need to make sure that I am actually doing that practice and doing that work to get the approach play up. Now these are all Tour Pro kind of baselines. You can see that I lost some strokes on that against a Tour Pro, but if I switch over to a scratch golfer, it was actually pretty decent. Overall, it was just one of those rounds where not a lot happened in the positive sense. My takeaways looking at the stats is, obviously off the tee is an issue, but off the tee, if I'm losing strokes gained against a baseline or a field, that is going to be exacerbated if we're playing at a golf course which is as tight as Medford Village. You know, if you're going in the trees and you're not giving yourself access to greens, that's going to be a problem. My approach play, especially par 3s and with my irons, not great, needs work, but my chipping, so much better. My putting from short distances really, really improved as well, as was my pace putting. So there are positives to take, but if I continue to hit it like that with my long game and still keep the positivity, but if I keep hitting it like that with my long game, I'm just going to be around level par to a few over, maybe a couple under if I get lucky. To have those low numbers, that's where my approach really needs to improve. So just want to say massive, massive thank you to ShotScope for partnering with the channel. It's been amazing over these years. If you do want to check out their products, make sure you head down into the description below. Everything that we've shown you today as far as software, all that is free when you get your account and when you get a ShotScope product, and there's no monthly fees and none of that nonsense. So go check them out. For me, that's my trip to the US over. Apart from when we go to Connecticut tomorrow. Oh, and then we're playing Shinnecock, the actual site of the US Open, next week. And then I'm also going to be going to Alabama. So, I mean, apart from this bit, it's over.
Oh, let's go.